What's going on, party people? Been saying that line for years. Um, so some days I feel more human than others. Like today, I feel totally human. I walked here, did my 7 mile walk this morning, and I was present, but I was also thinking about promoting my book. The whole time, I never truly dissolved and became one with creation. And then I came home. I started chatting up my buddy. So I'm a human today. It's just like, okay, that's fine. Usually when I turn on the camera and I start to drift and look at trees and clouds, I start to become existence and creation and connected to all things. And so it might take, a second to get there. But the whole time I was walking, and when I went into Cumberland Farms to get a coffee, it's like a gas station place called Cumberland Farms. I was chatting up the ladies that usually are there, and I still rolled in humility, love, compassion, and warm-heartedness, which is, if you can't stop obsessing over yourself, the me, the I, it's very hard to be truthfully loving and compassionate and warm-hearted to other people. If you're always obsessed with the me or the I, it's going to be very hard for you to dissolve the self. And the only way to be truly loving is to be connected to all things and all people. To feel the oneness of all things. And in that state of oneness, you fall in love with the world and you become grateful for all things in the world. You're connected to all things. You don't think people should be a certain way. You could be standing next to somebody and you could say to yourself, well, there's no me and there's no I. I'm just existence. And if I'm just existence, this person standing next to me is also existence. And immediately, you'll feel love and compassion towards that person. You won't think that person should be a certain way at all. You won't have any expectations from that person. You'll just be like, that person is that person. And deep down, whether they realize it or not, if they go deep enough in the present moment and slow down enough, they'll start to understand that they're also existence and creation and connected to all things and all people. And in that space, that person could be loving. And also in that space, the person isn't obsessed with themselves. They're not obsessed with the me and the I, because there's no longer an I, there's no longer a me. You're putting the self to the side. Because it's pointless to obsess over the self. You start to understand that obsessing over the self only causes you to suffer. Causes depression, frustration, anger, criticizing and judging other people. Because once you become obsessed with the self, you become a person. And as soon as you become a person and you become obsessed with the self, you start to be very hard and judgmental on others as well. You think people should be a certain way. Because if you're obsessed with the self and you're always in yourself, you're also going to be harsh and judgmental towards others. you're going to have a belief system on what people should be and what they shouldn't be. You're going to have a belief system on what you should be. By the way, this person just moved into my house. Very interesting person. They chant. They're a chanter. I live in a very spiritual area. Very spiritual area. You know. So if you hear like chanting and stuff like that, get ready. It'll be there. There we go. Everybody, I think that was enough for today. Got to some point, but as always, humility, love, compassion, warm-heartedness. But in order to do so, one must become present and realize that there is no me, there is no I, and you're just existence. And in that space, you're connected to all things and all people. And your existence and one with all things, the oneness, the totality, and life. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Have a good day. That's from my niece. Later.